Portugal. We're in Portugal. I can't believe it. It's so beautiful. So our first stop is Lisbon, and let me tell you, this place was a vibe. It's just I love it. I love it so much. Got an Airbnb in Old Town, and Old Town is beautiful, but the cobblestones and the stairs, you must be prepared. Bestie, just prepare yourself. After our staircase workout, we got to our Airbnb, which was this lovely 2-bedroom spot in the middle of Old Town. And the total cost for 2 nights for 4 people was 224 euros. I think isn't too bad for the location that it's in. After the workout, we needed to get some food. Of course, we had to get Pastel de nata. These custard tarts are like the taste of Portugal's soul. And for the price ranges between 3 euros to 7 euros, which I think is not too bad. Because it's a national dessert, I would say just a quick Google search and you'll definitely find a place close to you that is selling Pastel de nata. Picture this, iconic yellow trams just rolling through those narrow streets. Lisbon's Old Town is, it's like a dream, it's like a fairy tale, but brace yourselves for the steps. Those streets, more like a Stairmaster marathon. And those yellow trams, they're beautiful, but booking the tickets, I think we tried to book the tickets online, but then it was a little bit difficult, so it was easier to book the trams at the tram stations, but then the closest tram station was all the way at the bottom, and I said, I'm not climbing these stairs up again, nope. So, we just decided to just look at Lisbon on foot, which I think was quite nice because you really got to embrace and appreciate all the beautiful architecture and the tiles. It was really nice. The next day we took a quick trip just 30 minutes away from Lisbon, which led us to Pina Palace. I'm going to be real, the lines can be wild, especially in the summer. So I'm gonna give you a tip. If you want to visit the castles during the summer, I would definitely recommend buying the tickets online, pre-buying the tickets online, because the tickets in person, we lined up for about an hour. So something else to remember, that because it's peak season, walking through the castles, it's like a fast moving train. I felt like we're just lining up and just being ushered to keep moving, because lots of people want to see the castle, and it's summertime and it's quite busy. So I definitely recommend going to the castle when it's not peak season, because there's fewer people and you can actually enjoy and just appreciate all the architecture in the castle, because it truly is beautiful and it's so magnificent and intricate, and I loved it. It was a fairy tale just coming to life. Okay, something which they don't tell you about Lisbon, which I think is very important to know, is that it does get really cold. So it's summertime, but the sun is shining, but there's this cold wind just blowing through from the southeast. So just be prepared for that. Make sure to carry a warm jacket so you don't freeze. After visiting the beautiful castles, we were hungry, so we headed back to Lisbon and went to this restaurant called the Boa Boa. After we got our bellies full, we had to go over to Pink Street. And I was living my Barbie dream. It's such a beautiful and wonderful place, just filled with really nice restaurants and bars, and you can just watch the sunset and look at the pretty umbrellas that they've hung all through the street. I think it's just a really nice place that you just have to visit if you go to Lisbon. All these stairs. Now, for a change of pace, we hopped into a rental car and set off for Santana de Serra. Before we got there, we stopped off at this little town called Granola. We went to this place called the Morena, which is a hidden gem because it's nestled inside a library. The food was so good, and this is what the menu looked like. Definitely recommend stopping over at Monera if you are headed more towards the south. So Santa de Sara is a very quiet and quaint town, not much going on. We stayed over at this Airbnb called Castro da Cola. So I think this Airbnb was really nice because it was just a good place to just relax. It's pure zen, and we had access, to the pool and stunning rooms. Price for this Airbnb is 124 euros per night, 2 people, which I think is not too bad considering it's in the middle of nowhere. Or is it too bad? I don't know, but it was alright. After a blissful couple of days just enjoying ourselves, we hit the road again. This time we were going to Lagos, but before we arrived in Lagos, we stopped over in Soeiro da Costa, a very small, quaint town that had amazing ruins. Stopped over at this coffee shop called the Coffee Studio, and the food there was generally really good. And it was just a nice place to also look at all of the porcelain decors that they had, all the porcelain pieces, the tiles, everything. It was just really nice walking through this cute little town. So we hit the road again, and Lagos greeted us with a surprise: more cold weather. I was like, we're going to a beach town, it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be sunny. But no, again with the cold winds. Super beautiful, super stunning city, super beautiful place. Cold wind. Just wasn't mentally prepared for it. A must visit location in Lagos is Punta de la Piedad, which is just, if you Google Lagos, this is the picture that you see. It's so beautiful, just breathtaking with all the rocks, the erosion. I was like, oh, all my geography is coming into place. Because this place is so beautiful, it's a slice of heaven, there's lots of people that want to see it. So it was just packed with tourists. Everybody was towel to towel. I was planning on going in for a swim, but after putting my toes in the water, I was like, nope, this is too cold. I am not mentally prepared for this. So I just danced instead. Isn't that pretty much the same thing? It was really nice to just walk around, visit all the buildings, go to all the touristy spots. It was quite nice. I really like cozy towns, or like, even if there's lots of people, I still like cozy towns. And leaving the airport in Lisbon, so we were on the flight, and midway the flight decides, it's like, I'm going back. What do you mean? What do you mean? The flight returned. So the flight returned, and the airport was completely full, and people were just pissed. I don't know what was going on, but it was just, airports. So something to note when traveling: be sure to do not wear short shorts, even if it's the middle of summer. Do not wear shorts because you're going to freeze in case you're left in the airport. We stayed over the whole night, and I was so cold. All I had was my leather jacket. If I didn't have my leather jacket, oh my god, I don't know what I'd have done. But it was very, very cold. So be sure whenever you're traveling through an airport, just have warm clothing. And I think this was the first time that my Kenyan passport came in handy, because they were going to, have us stay there for like two more days. And I said, no, I can't stay. My visa does not allow me. I have to go back to my country. And fortunately, they were able to, mix things up and got tickets, and we managed to get our connecting flight, and we left. But yeah. Note to self: always be prepared to sleep in an airport. That's such a bad thing to say, but just always be prepared. It helps.